What's up, guys? It's your boy Beatty back again with another video, and today I have a Q&A for you guys. I posted a question stick on Instagram, and these are the questions I got. Question number 1 from Thickest Period Undead. Eric stated that you need to slowly increase your gear intake on cycle for continued growth. Your thoughts? I don't remember him saying those exact words, but if he did, I'm gonna have to disagree. For the simple fact that I've literally taken less and less for the past, I want to say 5 years. I've been decreasing my gear intake, and I've been putting on more and more size and looking better and better every show. So I don't think that's the factor. There's so many other variables. A lot of people don't understand that. Listen, to put on tissue, you have to eat.
Physical technique that you have to worry about, but that's why if you watch that 30 for 30, you talk to other competitors, they understand.
There's no other way around it. I know everybody wants a magic trick. There is no magic tricks. You can increase the gear all you want. You will add no more tissue if you're not getting enough of the right macronutrients. Not just calories. Calories will add weight, but we're talking about muscle tissue. If you're not getting the right nutrition or the right amount of food, you're not gonna put on tissue. Nobody eats enough. Nobody does. If you did, you would be huge. If you're not huge, you're not eating enough. Period. Okay. The only thing that's changed 5 years ago and now is my food intake is extremely high, and it's clean food. You know what I'm saying? There's some dirty calories here and there, but it's the clean food that's gonna put that size on without getting you fat. Okay. The gear won't do it for you. Okay. Obviously, gear is needed to get a certain look. Okay. To look like a pro bodybuilder, become a pro bodybuilder, obviously you need gear. More gear is not gonna make you. It's not gonna give you more muscle. I know it sounds outlandish and outrageous, and it's hard to comprehend unless you do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that preaches these high doses don't change. You see these guys, they look the same. The Tony Hughes, the Boston Lloyds, they look the same all the time. Yet they always tell you this is what pros do, this is what pros do, but they don't remotely resemble a pro, and they never make progress. And the pros go tell you, well, I only take this, and everybody goes, ooh, bullshit, liar, liar, liar. Yet they're making crazy progress every single year. Increasing gear isn't working for you. Can you at least try it the other way? This is like a pointless argument because people just don't understand that. But no, you do not have to increase gear to continue to make progress. I do not increase my gear at all. I've actually been decreasing it, okay? And I will never increase my gear, okay? Because that's not gonna do anything for me. I already tried it. That's just why I know. It's not like I'm pulling out my ass or making it up, or I'm just super conservative because I think it makes me look cool. No, I've tried it and it did nothing until I fully understood how much I needed to eat and actually was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because getting the food down is hard, I'm not gonna lie. But until I was able to do that, that's when I really started making the gains. And to be fair, my training did change. I felt like the food was more of a factor than even the training. But to be honest, when I started training, I was training extremely heavy, progressive overload, and all that good stuff. But my form was not very good, okay? Then I got to a point where my form was so good that I was kind of sacrificing the weight, right? And then after that, I got to a point where I was doing extremely heavy weight with perfect form, and that was kind of when I found my groove and really started packing on muscle. So the training and nutrition are the variables you need to be playing with. The gear is just the gear, okay? So the basic cycles will work. It's not that complicated. It's not that fancy. It's not that sexy. The basic cycles work. The variables you're going to need to change to continue seeing growth is the training. The poundages have to go up, and the diet, the calories have to go up. It's pretty simple, but increasing the gear will not make you continue growing. It will not. Or you'll be more bloated or hold more water, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Or most likely. But that's not muscle tissue. You know, when you die down for the stage, you'll look exactly the same because it's not muscle tissue. So if Eric said that, I'm going to have to disagree with him. Question number 2 from Instagram, Yalla Habibi 08. That's my boy, actually. I know him from the gym. Would you suggest PCTing off of a cycle completely during this time or cruise to retain muscle? During this time, he means this whole virus thing that's going on and all the gyms are shut down, whatnot. So just gonna rely person to person. If you're a competitor that competes, if your show is canceled, then you should probably go into a mini rebound. If you have plans to compete at a show at a later date, okay. But to be fair, you don't know if there's gonna be any shows. You know what I'm saying? Later date or not. So that's kind of risky. You know, you don't really know. But yeah, if you're gonna compete and your show is canceled, you can maybe pick a later show and do like a mini rebound, eat up before you come back down. Okay, that's a good way to do it. Just so you're not too far off. And if you don't compete, you just take gear to, I don't know, prep for the summer or look good or whatnot. Then depending on how long you've been on. If you've been on 2-3 months, then yeah, use this opportunity to come off. And if you're just gonna stay home and do nothing, then obviously you need to come off. But if you have a little gym set up at home and you're getting a good pump, you can still build muscle, man. Believe it or not, you can still build muscle on cycle. You know, so I mean, it's a tough one. It's gonna be person to person. If you're a competitor, I say pick a later show and then kind of eat up a little bit and dive back down in time for that show. You know, hopefully that show doesn't get canceled. The later show doesn't get canceled. You know, if you're just a guy on cycle, I would probably recommend you come off completely and just recover if you've been on for a little while. If you're just starting, that's gonna be a tough one. I could see you cruising too. You know, so I know I gave like 3 answers, but it's hard. It's gonna be person to person. Each one of my clients, I'm going about it different. You know, I have a client who has a pretty good setup at home, and I'm having him continue his cycle, continue his off season. Nothing changed. And then I have a couple of clients who I've had come off because they just can't seem to get anything right now. So that's gonna be really specific to the person. But being that I know this guy, I'm gonna recommend him. He's been on for a little while, so I'm gonna recommend you. I'm gonna recommend you to Elad, I believe is his name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Hopefully I don't butcher your name, Elad. I don't know if you wanted your name mentioned, but I mentioned it anyways. I would recommend you to come off since you've been on for a little bit. It won't hurt you, and you haven't had access to the gym, so I recommend you come off. Next question from Me Cool Roberts on Instagram. Are you planning a cut anytime soon, especially with the gyms closing down to COVID? I don't think doing a cut right now would benefit you any more than continuing your bulk, to be honest with you. If you really break it down, think about it. When do you lose the most muscle? Or any muscle at all? During a cut is when you're going to lose muscle. When you're in a calorie surplus is when you build muscle or retain muscle, hopefully build. When you're cutting is the time you risk losing muscle. So if you're not getting proper stimulus by not going to the gym and you're getting like bare minimum stimulus, doing a cut might not be the best thing if you want to maintain as much muscle as possible. So whatever you were doing, I would continue doing that. So if you were cutting, I would just continue cutting. You would just have to work with whatever you got. If you were bulking, I would have you continue bulking. You would just have to work with whatever you got, whether that's buying a couple dumbbells, resistance bands, push-ups, whatever it is. I would stick to the game plan, to be honest with you. Or I would just take a little rest period. Maybe stay on maintenance calories and just chill out for a second. That all depends how long this lasts. Cause if this goes on for 4 months, I wouldn't have you take a break for 4 months. So that's, once again, it's one of those things you got to play by feel. I'm gonna answer one more question. Last question from Jenna Tin on Instagram. How are you planning on maintaining your physique during this pandemic? Luckily for me, I do have a private gym that a friend has that I'm currently training at. Really small space, but has everything I need. So I'll be able to maintain my physique fine, you know. But let's say I didn't have this, or let's say they come and shut him down, you know. They shouldn't be able to do that, you know. But let's say that does happen. The way I would maintain it is by doing what I can. Can't control that, so I'm gonna control what I can. So I'm gonna be doing my push-ups. I'll have somebody on my back doing push-ups. I'll use my resistance band. You know what I'm saying? I'll squat my girl. I'll do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes. I'll find something to do pull-ups on. I'll do whatever it takes to maintain it. It's not that hard to maintain muscle. Building muscle is hard. Maintaining muscle isn't that hard. I can maintain my physique with a bunch of body weight exercises and stuff like that for months, you know. I would eventually start to look different after maybe, for me, maybe 2-3 months. I'll probably start to look a little bit different, but not much. But I can maintain my muscle quite a while, you know what I'm saying? I've been natty now for 4 months and I haven't missed a beat. I'm still actually adding muscle, as crazy as it sounds. I'm not as hard, I'm softer, but I'm still actually adding muscle, you know. And I'm not even trying to. I'm not force feeding or anything. I'm just eating when I feel like it. So maintenance is pretty easy for me. So that won't be an issue. So hope I answered your question. And for anybody else scared of losing muscle, just like I said, just control what you can. You know, stick to your game plan, stick to your diet, most importantly, and get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? You might have to order a bar, might have to order some dumbbells, but you know, do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. But anyways, that's a wrap for this video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Leave some comments for any ideas of any other videos you want to see in the future. Shoot me an email at baitdyfall@icloud.com for online coaching. I'm doing virtual workouts right now too, so you can FaceTime me and I'll put you through a workout. You don't need no equipment. All you need is your body weight. I'll have you use whatever's around you. If you got bands, cool. If you got a jump rope, that's cool. If you got a dumbbell, that's cool. Whatever you got, I can make it happen, all right? So don't sit at home being lazy. I could still train you. You can still get this to work, all right? Follow me on Instagram at baitdyfall. You can shoot me a DM there too for any questions. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Gains. Give me that double. Peace.